Hey guys, it's Ken here with the Modern Electric Garage. Thought we would do a little part two. Jeremiah Mcintosh posted a comment that he'd like to have seen two bikes on the Thule, and I've watched a lot of his videos. Matter of fact, he was pretty instrumental in helping me make the decisions on the two different bikes that I purchased. So I thought this would just be a nice little reach out to him. If you're not familiar with his channel, you need to go there. I'll leave a link down below, as well as links in the description. I just click on the show more and you'll see the link for the Thule and a variety of different things that I've been associated with. So this is two bikes mounted on a Thule. It's the first bike that I bought, and then my wife is kind of petite and she was a little too small for this style bike. She decided she wanted this one after watching Jeremiah and several others, and so we bought the Electric Bike Company Model Y. And just kind of show you, this is the Thule. It's a Swedish made brand. It's called the Thule Easy Fold XT2. Try not to be as redundant of the stuff that I posted in part one, so if you want to go back and look at that one, you can. But he had some questions about how it would mount with various sizes. Now I understand that there's some little devices that you can buy for some step over bikes that go from here to here, but boy, I'm telling you, that's a great place there. Have the second opportunity that I could have grabbed it here, come in and grabbed it across here, but I kind of like having it with that downward look. I could probably even move it down a little further, but once you get it with the straps and the clamp, it's just really tight. Kind of happy with that. Now, because her bike seat is so wide and so fat, it could potentially rub right here. So what I do is I just turn it sideways, or even I've removed it. But if I just turn it sideways and clamp it, then I can get a good hand in there, so that when it's riding down the road, we're not rubbing, creating a new problem for us. This bike has the 26-inch 2.5 or 275. Let's see if I can find it here. They call them the Fat Frank. So I'm going to get you a little close-up of how all this looks. Jeremiah, you mentioned about you wasn't real familiar with this particular brand. You didn't particularly like the clamping. I left this a little bit loose just so that, I like that. That's reassuring to me. And I'm probably going to go ahead and update the straps and put the longer straps on both the outer and the inner. I've already got them on the inner for the fat tire. This one is kind of running short, so I thought just for pure convenience, I'd go ahead and get another set. They're like $23, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let me zoom back out, give you a couple more angles. The front rack and the rear rack are kind of tight, but there's some cushion right there. I think we're going to be good to go on that. Getting a little wind action today. And I'm going to give you this angle as I bring it back down. And I'm doing this one-handed, so I really enjoy how that works. And it gives you the opportunity, you know, to get into the back. I didn't show that in the last video, how much room you have there. So I think I'll do that as well. This is from the back side. It gives you kind of an idea of what we're looking like and the distance behind the truck tailgate. So lift that up. You can see that I'm easily standing, sweating a little bit because it's so humid. And that's the ramp. This is the standard ramp. See the two arrows? So when you have the two arrows together, you know that it's in its right position. I did notice that by design, you can have this folded up and incorrect, and then you just can't ever get it to fit in there. So basically, you've got to have the two arrows pointing at each other. And then it fits in there. There's a little, see there's some little clips right there. And that kind of snaps in. It's probably advisable that if you're parking overnight or something, that you figure out a way that you want to lock this, or go ahead and remove this, throw it in your truck, throw it in your car. Okay, can y'all get a good idea of how that works? So you can see the difference in the extra long straps. I'm going to go ahead and put another set on the front. It just makes it a little quicker, a little easier. And I'm going to take one hand and lift her on and let her snap. And that's the Thule. Hey, Jeremiah, thanks for all that you've been doing and all the content you've put out there. I know that you put a lot of work into it because I can see how hard this is. And I appreciate you, my friend. Thanks.